Howdy. I'm your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Thank you for vibing with me. What a Sunday. What a Sunday for the Minnesota Vikings. Um, what a Sunday for the whole NFL world. Some shockers happened, and of course the Minnesota Vikings were victorious against the Browns, which, I thought we was going to win, but the way we won was actually pretty impressive, especially at that end of the game. Final score is 21-17. Now we have a bye week going to play against the defending champions after the bye week. And we'll see what happens when it comes down to it. I feel like either Carson Wentz or JJ McCarthy can definitely beat the Eagles. I think the Eagles are beatable. But let me say this: the Colts might be legit. And also, I want to say this as a big time Minnesota Viking fan. There's a debate between the quarterbacks, between Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy. This is actually a real debate. There's a lot of people that feels like, what's going on? Crispy salute to you. There's a lot of people that want Carson Wentz to be the quarterback for the remainder of the season, which for me, listen, I'm not hating on that, but I disagree. You feel me? I feel like you got to go back to the quarterback you drafted 10th overall in the 2024 NFL draft. You'll never know what you have unless you give them experience. Now, what I keep on hearing, and shout out to my guy, Toxic Trick Shot. Well, JJ started against the Eagles. We have, you know what? I just looked the information up. Nobody really knows yet. I'm assuming he will, but just because I'm assuming don't mean it's going to happen. I don't know what. There's an actual debate between Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy. And my whole thing is this: I don't think you can lose your job just because of an injury, especially when you're a top 10 pick. Now, I'm seeing comments on other people's, YouTube channels, and people are making comments like, well, JJ McCarthy, how long is it going to last? Is he going to be hurt in 2 weeks after he comes back from the high ankle sprain? It's like people are so negative about JJ McCarthy, and it's just like, listen, you're entitled to your own opinion, but how are you going to say that the man going to be injured? And now, if it happens, that sucks. You know what I mean? The man just got on the team, and he's already, getting hurt a lot. He just got into the NFL, missed his rookie season, missed some games in his next season. And if he comes back and gets hurt, it just sucks. But I'm not going to put that in the atmosphere and be like, oh, well, he's going to be hurt in 2 weeks. You know what I mean? It's just not fair, in my opinion. But at the same time, I understand where other people's coming from. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Appreciate y'all. We got Hustle Dave in the building, long-suffering Bengals fan here. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Smeagol's in the building. Peace and blessings. Oh, man, shout out to you, Smeagol, Toxic, Crispy, everybody in the building. Make sure you double tap, hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. We got some things to talk about when it comes to the Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy debate. We got some things to talk about between the play calling against the Browns. We got some things to talk about. And then the Colts keep on winning. That is a shocker of the season. I don't care with nobody. Unless you a Colts fan, I know for a fact you did not think the Colts would be 4-1 in 5 games. Let's keep it real. I thought they was going to be one of the worst teams in the whole NFL. I'm so wrong, and I admit that I'm wrong. See, the one thing about your boy Mike is when I am wrong, I admit that I am wrong. That boy Danny Dimes is putting up some good numbers. And I don't want to get to the Seahawks because Sam Darnold's looking kind of good as well. But we ain't going to get into that. But it would be smart for him to sit another week. But Carson Wentz ain't doing all that good, but not terrible either. See, he's doing average. He's doing, and I love that comment, Toxic, because I feel like this. I feel like I'm not going to be the person just because I want JJ McCarthy to play, because I want him to play. I'm not going to hate on Carson Wentz and what he has done. He has kept us afloat. Nobody thought, listen, he didn't play MVP caliber Carson Wentz, but he played pretty darn good. And the turnovers that we had against the Browns was the running backs. It wasn't on him. It wasn't on him. That's the running backs that turned the ball over. He took care of the ball. He managed the game. The play calling was good. Some of the throws were absolutely on point, pinpoint accuracy. I got to give Carson Wentz some credit. I ain't taking nothing from Carson Wentz at all. And let me say this again. Just because I want JJ McCarthy to come back does not mean I'm going to talk crap about Carson Wentz, because Carson Wentz, like I said before, kept us afloat. This man got us 2 wins, bro. And our offense has looked better, has looked really good since he's been in. I'm going to keep it real. And this is with a bad offensive line that's hurt. So we can't use the excuse of offensive line when this man looks okay. We got to use my biggest thing is play calling. Now, play calling is the key to success for the rest of the season. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. How do you think about the New York Giants? New York Giants, man, they struggling. I think they lost last week. I don't know who they played. They played against the Saints. I had the Giants beating the Saints. The Saints got their first win of the season, 26-14. Rattler had a solid game. Your running back didn't have the best game. What's his name? Scatabo. My bad if I jacked his name up. And y'all didn't have a good game offensively and struggled a little bit defensively, but it's going to happen. You got to keep on seeing what Jackson Dart can do, and we'll see what happens game to game. But let me get to another comment. Your team, one woo-woo, was rooting for them too. Yeah, let's get it. I'm a huge Vikings fan. Salute to you, Mike. Salute to you. The Jaguars are the biggest fraud, 4-1. And you know what? The Jaguars beat the Chiefs yesterday. The Chiefs, that interception by Patrick Mahomes was not a good interception. I forgot exactly how it was, but I think it was like near the goal line or something. And then, like, I'm telling you, turnovers for the NFL is the biggest kryptonite, bro. That is the biggest weakness to any team. If you turn the ball over, you're hurting your team on so many ways, especially if you're at the goal line pretty much in the red zone. I think this is the tough question between Wentz and McCarthy. I still think we should start him if he can. I love that. Crispy. If JJ McCarthy is healthy, let me put the healthy, because I'm not saying put him in if the man ain't healthy. I'm not doing that. But if he's healthy, play JJ McCarthy, because the only way he can get better is what, y'all? Experience. JJ McCarthy would never get better if he doesn't play. And this is, listen, no disrespect to Carson Wentz. He is not the future of this team. You're not signing Carson Wentz to a 3-4 year, $100 million contract deal. You're not doing that. And my thing is this. Say we do get to the playoffs and we get knocked out in the playoffs. We have Carson Wentz. Then you wasted another year of JJ McCarthy's developing in his rookie contract. You're wasting a year, and we still have a mystery on if this man can play or not. Yes, I believe in JJ McCarthy. Yes, I'm cheering for JJ McCarthy, but I'm hearing a lot of Viking fans. They want Carson Wentz to finish the season. A lot of Viking fans, believe it or not, gave up on JJ McCarthy. And salute to all the ones, salute to everybody that's in the building, man. I appreciate y'all. If I didn't say your name or anything. And shout out to Ron's Opinion. Don't matter. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for all your support. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. But a lot of Viking fans gave up on JJ after 2 games. And I'm seeing people say, well, he's probably not going to last the rest of the season if he comes back. I'm like, goodness gracious, bro. Like, why are people so down on JJ? Carson Wentz didn't play MVP level. He didn't play, like, he played good. I'll give him that. And I'm trying not to hate. But he ain't play like Tom Brady in his prime. Matter of fact, he didn't even play Carson Wentz in his prime. He has some good throws. That throw to Justin Jefferson in the middle of the field for that long gain against the Browns. I forgot what quarter. I think it was the 4th quarter. Was amazing. Also, that throw to give it to Jordan Addison was amazing. To get the winning touchdown was spectacular. Only Jordan Addison would have made that catch. But come on, we got to let JJ McCarthy grow. And you can't let him grow if you don't play him. And you put all your eggs in one basket with Carson Wentz when you know he is not the future. If that was the case, let me just say this real quick. If you wanted a veteran to be the starting quarterback, I'm talking about the KLC. I'm not talking about fans specifically. KLC, Quasi. If you wanted him to be the starting quarterback, you wanted a veteran, you should have kept Sam Darnold. You should have kept Danny Dimes. You should have kept the veteran quarterback. If you didn't want JJ McCarthy to grow and see what he has, you should have kept Sammy D, should have paid him, or you should have kept Danny Dimes, you would have paid him. That's all I'm saying. But since you went another route and you signed Carson Wentz last minute because Sam Howell wasn't the backup, and I'm going to get to the comments shortly, you can't tell me that you didn't have confidence in this man. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Now, if the Vikings don't start this man for the rest of the season, I think it's a mistake. Now, the only way it won't be a mistake is if the Minnesota Vikings win a Super Bowl this year. That's the only thing. I don't care about getting into the playoffs, winning one game. I don't care about none of that. It will be a wasted year because you don't know what you have at your quarterback when it comes to your second year quarterback. What's a week? What a week of football. Yeah, what a week of football. Wentz didn't play the worst quarterback. Yes, he's playing pretty good. I'm not hating on Wentz. I ain't gonna lie. NFC North looking tough. Yeah, this is a really tough division. NFC North bar fight. Yeah, it's going to go down to the wire. Yeah. I think the Giants will be solid, maybe even good when they get Malik Neighbors. Oh man, that was a hurtful injury right there. Yo, watch the language. Yeah, keep it PG in the comments. Why you have a Viking helmet on? Because I'm a Viking fan. This is a Viking channel, brother. I don't know why you would ask that question. Hey, but no question is a stupid question. But you see that jersey in the back? That's an Adrian Peterson signed autograph frame jersey that I'm proud to say that I have. You know what I'm saying? Let's go to the bowl, baby. You know? But yeah. It was going on through the yes, dropped it, picked it. Yes. Standing, making lunchboxes. God bless you. Oh, God bless you too, Kenneth. Appreciate you. JJ needs more time to needs more time to develop. He does all this. Yeah, he needs the experience. That's the only way he's going to get better. So everybody that's complaining, well, we don't know what we have in JJ. We know what we have in Carson Wentz. Listen, I understand Carson Wentz is playing solid / good football. But how can you not go back to JJ McCarthy when he's healthy? Because you'll never know how good he is. You'll never know how good JJ McCarthy is. I'm going to keep on saying, I want to see if the man can play. And I want to see if KOC can make sure the game plan, because I know he can play, but he got to prove it. I can say everything. I can say that JJ McCarthy is the greatest young the best young quarterback in the league right now. I can say all that. He got to prove it on that football field. But the biggest thing for me is not even the injuries, y'all. It's the play calling. The play calling for Carson Wentz in these last few games was the best play calling that I have seen all year. I need that same play calling for JJ McCarthy. I need the dink and dump passes all game. We need to try to establish that run game a little bit better, but it's hard with an offensive line that's, banged up. Even though with a banged up offensive line, they held their own against that very good defensive line of the Browns. So I got to give them credit when credit is due. Shout out to everybody in the building. What's good? What's good? What's good? What's up, gentlemen? What's going on? Tell them, Purple. I'm just trying to be honest. I respect everybody's opinion, but you're never going to see what JJ McCarthy can be if you don't let the man play. That's where I'm confused. Why would you draft him in the 2024 NFL draft if you're going to give up on him already? And the man hasn't played. I could understand. This is the only way I can understand you giving up on him. Say he played in the 2024 NFL season, right? He didn't get hurt. Hypothetically speaking, he didn't get hurt. And he looked bad. Then this season, he played all these games and he still looks bad. Okay, we might have to talk about some things. But the man has only played 2 games. 2 games. He keeps getting hurt. Now the injury stuff, yes, we got to figure that out. And yes, it's freak injuries. It's crazy as it sounds. The tackle, the hip tackle, and the meniscus. I don't even know when he got hurt. I know he got hurt during the Raiders game last season, the preseason game. I don't know when he got hurt, but I just don't feel like we should give up on the man this quick. It's actually kind of crazy, in my opinion. But I do understand the fans that are just like, yo, he hasn't looked good. But it's not just all on him. And yes, he does have to take accountable for some stuff that he does. But the biggest percentage of blame on why JJ McCarthy didn't look good was the play calling, bro, and injuries. For real. And I'm not trying to baby him and, oh, he doesn't do nothing wrong. No, he did some plays. He bouncing, overthrowing Jettas, and bouncing the ball off the dirt. Yes, it's going to happen, though. It's going to happen. You win some, you lose some, but we got to be a little bit more patient, man. We got to be able to see what this man has. Like, we don't even know. We don't have, as a fan base, nobody can tell me that they honestly know how good JJ McCarthy can be. And you want to know why? Because he hasn't played. So I don't understand why some people, and you're entitled to your opinion, think the man is a bust after 2 games. I just don't see it. That's like critical. Like that's like, dang, bro. But huge fan. My nephew also serves. Oh man. Well, prayers, Dunkin' Donuts. I like your name. Prayers to your family, man. I hope you guys are doing well. As yeah, man. I can see the argument to bench him, and that's another thing. It's another thing, and let me say this. And I was listening to a rap, Vocal Vike, yesterday, right? And he made a very big point. I wish he would have talked about it a little bit more, but he was talking about if they play JJ McCarthy and they bench him for Carson Wentz, it's over. You might as well just trade JJ McCarthy. You better, and this is the thing, KOC has to be patient to not go in that route. Don't listen to the crowd. The crowd might boo JJ if he's having a bad game. Don't listen to the crowd. Let JJ fight out of the obstacles. Let him fight to now give him a fighting chance. Like, he might struggle, but don't give up on him. Because if you give up on him and you put Carson Wentz back in the game, you have to trade him. You have to. You gave up on him. You bench him for Carson Wentz. And I'm not saying that in a disrespectful way. I'm just being honest. So when you do play him, KOC, please give him the opportunity, the grace period to make mistakes and to grow as a quarterback. He's a second-year quarterback. Yes, people are going to say he's a rookie, but technically he's not a rookie. He's a second-year quarterback that hasn't played. He don't got no experience, but technically he's not a rookie, right? He's a second-year quarterback that has no experience because of injury. Give him a grace period of time to make mistakes and grow as a quarterback. The quarterback is most likely, I think it's the hardest position to play in probably, I'm going to say football. I'm not going to bring up other sports. But the hardest position to play. Give him some time. Don't give up on him. Because what I don't want to see is, say when we go against the Eagles, and say, hypothetically, I know this ain't going to happen. Say JJ McCarthy starts, and he throws like 3 interceptions. And we go to the 4th quarter, and we're getting beat by 21 points. We don't have a chance. I don't want KOC to bench him. Let him fight through that. Let him grow. Let him grow as a quarterback. That's the only way you're going to know. So, yes, I'm going to be on JJ McCarthy's side until I'm proven otherwise, because I still believe in this man. I still believe he can be the quarterback of the present and the future. And I know that it sucks right now, because this is what I was nervous about. And I told numerous Viking fans, I said, yo, what's going to happen is people going to turn on JJ McCarthy and they're going to say Carson Wentz should be the quarterback. And I was 100% right. I wish I was wrong. I was 100% right. And I don't like bragging. I'm not bragging about that I'm right, but I'm mad that I'm right. I don't like being right with this. In this situation, I'm mad. Like, I like that Carson Wentz kept us afloat, but he should not be the starter for the remainder of the season if JJ McCarthy is healthy. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down. You know what I mean? This is one YouTube family. Everybody's welcome. You know what I mean? And also, I want to say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Regardless, yeah. Sports are designed, in my opinion, to bring us together, not separate us. And also, I want to say this. respectfully speaking, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, if you're not a Viking fan, respectfully speaking, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. That's just how I feel. And when I say beat the brakes off your team, it doesn't mean I'm saying necessarily that it's going to be a 20-point game. I'm not necessarily saying that. What I'm saying, as long as we win, that's all that matters to me. Because if we win, we beat the brakes off you. That's how I look at it. I know people are probably thinking beating the brakes off a team is winning by 30. No, I don't care if we win by a point. I'm going to keep saying it. We beat the brakes off your team. I don't care. That's just how I feel. Respectfully. But if we do beat you by 40 or 30 points, we didn't just beat the brakes off of you. We beat the brakes off you. We got to add an extra couple of beats to that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. However, we don't got the elite veteran quarterback. Like, we don't. Hey, listen. I think Carson Wentz is the perfect backup, but it just driving me a little. I'm not gonna say crazy that people are giving up on JJ McCarthy, bro. It's yeah. JJ is a bum. Whenever he played a half decent team, Michigan, he only. But hey, listen, bro. How can he be a bum after 2 games, bro? Respectfully, I disagree with that, Mark. You gotta let him play, bro. All purple and go, yeah, man. I'm gonna skip some comments. Shout out to everybody in the building. Browns should have won that game. The Browns shouldn't have won that game because guess what? They didn't win that game, bro. At the end of the day, the final score. What was the final score? Hey, it should. Listen, I could say that about the Falcons. We lost to the Falcons. I could say that about the Steelers. We lost to the Steelers. We lost that game, bro. We lost those 2 games. We beat the Browns 21-17. The Browns had the lead with like 3 minutes left in the game, and it was 17-14. And we drove all the way down that field, and we got the game-winning touchdown. Let me talk that talk. Hey, no, they shouldn't have won that game. They shouldn't have won that game because their defense fell apart when it counted the most. They shouldn't have won that game because Carson Wentz was danking and dunking, getting chunk plays, throwing it to JJ, the best wide receiver in the game, and making it look great. Making Jay. Listen, JJ made that catch in the middle of the field. I said, oh my goodness, he is the best wide receiver in the game. And then on top of all that, let me just keep it real. On top of all that, the defense I'm not gonna say they allowed, but we got ran over pretty much, right? But at the same time, right, the defense made plays when it counted the most, and they only allowed 17 points the whole entire game. You know what I mean? So it's a full team win, and that missed field goal wasn't technically a missed field goal because the missed field goal hit the dang on camera or something like that. So they needed to review that. That should have been a redo. A week ago, people were saying Jackson Dart is him, and then this late. No, you got to give these dudes some time, though. You feel me, though, Purple? Like, you can't give up on a player after 1 or 2 games. Like, I'm just so, like, I know people are, they're not patient because they want to win a Super Bowl so bad. And listen, I understand. The Vikings ain't never win a Super Bowl. I understand the frustrations. But at the same time, you got to let JJ McCarthy play just so he can get some experience. And hopefully we can win those games. And I think we can win those games. He just has to do his part, manage the game, try his hardest not to turn the ball over. And hopefully the game plan is to dink and dump and go deep once in a while and establish the run game. Hopefully that happens. I know it's easier said than done. I'm not the most I don't know everything about football, but I just know just keep it simple. Just keep it simple for him. Should if we have some grace and yes, and learn how to and grow quarterback development. It's not yes. Yeah, you're gonna have ups and downs. You're gonna have ups and downs, but my goodness, I see people leaving comments on way bigger YouTubers than me, and they're saying JJ McCarthy is gonna get hurt. They're like, oh, he's going to get hurt as soon as he comes back. I'm like, dang. So y'all wishing injury on JJ McCarthy? So that's what we're not going to do. I don't care. I'm calling out any Viking fan that says this. Now, if he gets hurt, that sucks. But you shouldn't be thinking, oh, well, he's just going to get hurt anyway when he comes back. Like, what? You're not a true Viking fan if you thinking that if you're going to talk that stuff into existence, bro. If it happens, it sucks, bro. Because then he's definitely not going to get any experience. And I'm calling out any Viking fan that says, oh, he's just going to get hurt as soon as he comes back. Like, what kind of crap is that? You know what I mean? Not everyone can come into the league and look like Andrew Luck. Yeah. Or Jaden Daniels. Isn't that just Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels got his team to the NFC Championship game. Honestly, I wish Andrew Luck could come out of retirement. At one point, I was wishing Andrew Luck could come out of retirement before we got JJ to play for the Vikings. Actually, at one point, I wanted Tom Brady to come back. I was desperate. I said, I don't want to see Kirk Cousins no more. I said, I'll take my chances with Tom Brady. I'll take my chances, bro. For real. JJ is the future, period. I am not even a Viking. Yeah, but yeah. He's the present, but don't forget the present because right now he could potentially play right now. So I don't even want to say future because they're going, well, if he's the future, let Carson Wentz play for the rest of the. No, if JJ McCarthy is healthy right now, play that man. I'm honestly surprised it's really a debate in the Viking community. Like there is a lot. It's not just a little bit of fans. There's a lot of Viking fans that want Carson Wentz to finish the season, bro. So I don't know. I don't like it. But shout out to everybody in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, hit the like button, double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube family. This is a family. Keep it PG in the comments. We can definitely talk in the comments, but just keep it PG. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, but not separate us, and I truly mean that. But respectfully speaking, even if you're like, listen, all the people that are not Viking fans, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. I'm just letting you know. And it doesn't matter if we win by a point. We still beat the brakes off your team. That's how I look at it. As long as we win, we beat the brakes off of you. So I had to clarify it because people was arguing with me in the comments. You didn't beat the brakes off my Browns because you guys barely won. Hey, listen, we won and we beat the brakes off. At the end of the day, we won the dang on game. Straight up. We won the dang on game. That's how I look at it. Shout out to everybody in the building, though. Ones that don't know what they are talking. But look, they don't. We know what they're asking for, but what they not. But then again, I get what you're saying. They don't know what they're asking for because he ain't the future. He's not getting the bag. If you was going to give a quarterback a bag, you would have gave it to Sam Darnold. You're not giving the bag of money to Carson Wentz. You would have gave the bag to Daniel Jones. And talking about Daniel Jones, let me just put some respect on his name, bro. Because I said the Colts is a surprise this season. They 4-1. I had the Raiders beating them. I've been wrong all season long with the Colts. I got to give respect when respect is due. But listen, y'all. Daniel Jones is balling right now, y'all. He ain't turning the ball over that much. He is playing really good. He was 20 of 29. For 212 yards, 7.3 average per play, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He didn't get sacked one time. And their defense, I don't even know the main players on defense for the Colts. I got to do my research, bro. Forgive me, Colts fans. I don't know what y'all have on defense, but your defense is playing pretty darn good. Your defense is playing really good, actually. And you know what makes me kind of irritated? Because I see somebody on the screen and it's a recognizable name, Mekhi Blackmon. This better not be Mekhi Blackmon that we drafted. This better not be the guy that we drafted. And now he's shining with the Colts. See, this is the bull crap I'm talking about. So you got rid of Mekhi Blackmon and he's shining with the Colts. Let me talk that talk, y'all. How did you get rid of a young cornerback, Mekhi Blackmon? The man playing pretty good right now. How? I'm going to have to do my research on what they got on their defense, but their defense is playing real good. And DJ Giddens has 17 carries for 66 yards, 3.9 per average, and 3 rushing touchdowns. The longest run of the day against the Raiders for the Colts was my bad, not DJ Giddens. It was Jonathan Taylor, my bad. Jonathan Taylor had 17 carries for 66 yards, 3.9 per carry, and 3 rushing touchdowns. So they're establishing the run, even if they're not like rushing for 5 yards per carry or anything crazy like that. 3.9 is pretty darn good. 3 rushing touchdowns. And then you add the touchdown passes by Daniel Jones. That's a very good. Listen, they looking good right now. And the Las Vegas Raiders, hey, listen, I had them as a dark horse team. I'm wrong right now, bro. They 1-4, bro. See what I be saying? You always see a team that you never expect to do good, and then you see these teams that you expect to do good, they're doing bad. The Ravens. What's going on with the Ravens? What's going on with the Chiefs? Listen, I'm trying to tell y'all. You always, every single season is a whole nother season, bro. And that's why I be trying to tell people, we don't know. I don't care how good of an offseason people be having. You don't know when that season starts who's going to be good and who's not. See, it's still early in the season. We about a quarter of the season's gone. 5 games. My whole thing is this, bro. I wasn't expecting the Colts to be 4-1. That's crazy. For real. Plus the fact our offensive line in shambles. People should know that. Now, yes, they should know that, but this is what they're going to say. Smeagol. They're going to say, well, the offensive line was even more hurt for Carson Wentz in his last game against one of the best defensive lines, and they still was playing good offensively. You know what I mean? And my counter to that, and this is why I say, yes, injuries are part of it, but the play calling for me is what the biggest deal for me. Because there ain't no way you do the dink and dump for Carson Wentz, but then you're trying to make JJ McCarthy throw these 20-yard down the field passes when you know your offensive line is looking bad. Your offensive line is hurt. I'm not gonna say looking bad. They hurt. So you got to keep that same play calling for your bull JJ McCarthy. For real. Know what I mean? You're seeing a lot of first-round picks taking full advantage of the second-year, third opportunities after being given up on. Yes! Minnesota has legit win now. Yes! But the thing to growing a quarter. Yeah, I understand that. But I have so much confidence, and maybe I'm delusional, bro. I have so much confidence in JJ McCarthy, even with we have the already win now team. I think JJ McCarthy could play really good, man. I just think his play calling. Listen, KOC is a very good offensive-minded head coach. He just has to do better with the play calling consistently. That's how I look at it. But it just goes to show you, man, Daniel Jones went from the Vikings looking like this. Sam Darnold's looking pretty darn good with the Seahawks. Hey, listen, bro. This is crazy. And guess what? We can mess around. We might be able to trade Carson Wentz. Look, I'm just saying, trade Carson Wentz and maybe get some picks. I don't know. For a desperate team. I'm just saying. Because I think JJ McCarthy is the guy. He needs to start the rest of the way and not have Wentz looming over him. Worst case scenario, he doesn't grow into what we hope he does. But at the end of the season, we will have a clear. And I don't even think that's a big enough. And I get what you're saying. I don't think that's and maybe I'm giving JJ McCarthy too many excuses. I don't think I am, though. Respectfully to anybody that disagrees. I think you need to let him play for like you said, remainder of the season and next season, bro. And next season. And maybe the first 8 games of the season don't go well. Okay, we might have we might have messed up when it comes to drafting JJ, if that's the case. But excuse me. But he needs time. I love our fan base, but sometimes we too quick to jump. Yeah, over win and loss. Let JJ McCarthy have his time. He's still 22 years young. Yeah, he's going to have a lot of time to prove. But you know what it is? And this is why I have to say this, because when you see these other quarterbacks play, right? I'm talking about the young quarterbacks. I'm not talking about these veteran quarterbacks. I'm talking about the young quarterbacks. They're looking solid, bro. Some of them. But the thing about it is they have the opportunity. They're not hurt. Jaden Daniels, I don't even know what his injury is, but he got hurt. Bo Nix is looking pretty good in second year, bro. Drake May. Who did they just beat? Hold on now. Hold on. Who did Patriots just beat, y'all? Because the Patriots, Drake May, the quarterback that I liked as well, who did Patriots beat? They beat a good team, I think. Who did Patriots beat? Ravens lost to the Texans 44-10, bro. That's crazy. Seahawks. Oh, wow. The Buccaneers beat the Seahawks. I didn't even know that. Patriots beat the Bills. They 3-2. The Patriots, Drake. See, this is why people were like, and you can't compare. Everybody's growth is going to be different. The teams are different. The coaching is different. But this is what other fans are going to say. I'm just giving you what other fans are going to say. They're going to say, well, why Drake May second-year quarterback looking good? Why Jaden Daniels do what he did? Why Bo Nix doing what he's doing? Hey, listen, I'm just saying, this is what they're going to say. This and I think, and I keep going back to the play calling. That's just where I'm at. That's where I'm at. But Drake May did his thing, bro. Drake May was playing well against the Bills. Drake May looking good. Lions fan laughing at that. Yeah, man. It's crazy. We're going to beat the brakes off the Lions. Y'all haven't played any No, we ain't worried about none of that, bro. We play who we play with. We play who's on the schedule. And everybody that's saying you ain't playing no competition, hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, I disagree. Because I look at it like this. First and foremost, right? You don't know what teams are going to be good year to year. The Broncos just beat the Eagles. What team? A shocker. The Texans beat the Ravens are hurt. You don't know what teams are going to be good, bro. The Titans got their first win against the Cardinals. The Patriots just beat the Bills. The Bills are a Super Bowl favorite. So you don't know what teams are going to be good or not, bro. So, like, I don't like – I mean, respectfully, bro, you can say what you want. I look at it like this. Every game is a hard game to win. I don't care what team you choose. It can be a team that's 0-4, 0-5. It's going to be a hard game to win, bro. Any given Sunday. It happens, bro. That's the type of this season is different because you got teams like, for instance, the Ravens. They got to wait until Lamar Jackson come back. So I'm not really, but they looking bad though. 1-4. You got teams like the Panthers. The Panthers just beat the Dolphins. They're 2-3. It's still early in the season. They can do something. The Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield. Everybody hates on Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield's playing pretty darn good this year, bro. They just beat a hard team in the Seahawks. The Seahawks have a very good team. Seahawks got a good team. So Baker outplayed Sam Darnold when it counted the most. And listen, the Seahawks are 3-2. They look all right. Listen, I'm just saying. And even the Commanders bounced back game against the Chargers. I had the Chargers beating the Commanders. Jaden Daniels came back off of that injury. Let me just look up his numbers real quick. And shout out to everybody that's in the building. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to this YouTube channel. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube family. But I will say this, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, hold on. I want to say this. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly mean that. And also, as a big-time Minnesota Viking fan, I'm going to talk that talk. I'm going to talk heavy. Don't take it the wrong way. Don't get in your feelings. But I say this respectfully speaking. We're going to beat the brakes off your team. If you're not a Viking fan, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. That's how I feel, baby. That's how I feel. Let's go to the bowl, baby. Hey, listen. Jaden Daniels, he didn't have the most craziest game. He was 15 or 26, bro. Right? For 231, 8.9 average, 1 touchdown, no interception. He got sacked 1 time. Came back from his injury and beat a very good team in the Chargers. I know the Chargers lost. People are trying to sleep on the Chargers. Oh, they lost. They're not really that good. Bro, it's a loss. It's a hard league. The NFL was hard to win. People go 1 loss. Oh, the team is not really that good. 1 win. Oh, the team is Super Bowl champions now. Hey, listen, it's all good. You can feel those ways. But at the end of the day, we're going to take 1 game at a time. Everybody, any fan base that you're rocking with, if you're not a Viking fan, take 1 game at a time and see what happens after week 8. And then especially after week 10, and we're going to really see what every team is looking like. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to go back to the Colts. Nobody said that the Colts were going to be 4-1 after 5 games. But they can still, it's not how you start, it's how you finish, though. We'll see what happens. What's good, Jay Bird in the building? Y'all haven't played. If we play the quarterback, we only set in ourselves. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Then the most probable outcome, bro, everything you said was a fact, Purple. You gotta start JJ McCarthy. That's just my opinion. If the only way I have Carson Wentz starting against the Eagles is if JJ McCarthy ain't healthy. If he's healthy, JJ McCarthy should start against the Eagles. That's just my opinion. Then a quarterback, and then we lose the locker room. Yes, B-Flow and Kale. Yes, facts, bro. Purple, you said everything, bro. Facts, bro. Yeah, at least you got America. Yes, that's why you got to give JJ the experience to see what he got. He has a good team. He has the best wide receiver to throw it to. He has a very good offensive-minded head coach. He has a good defense behind him. Even though we can't stop the run right now, it's still a good defense. You got multiple things. You got after the bye week, we should be a little bit more healthy. Maybe we'll have 4 or 3 starters back on that offensive line. At least give me 3 starters on that offensive line. We might have found a center in Brandel. We'll see what's up with that in the next game. But I'm not going to overreact. He looked good. Let's see him look good again. I'm not going to overreact. He looked good against the Browns, which is a very big deal. But I got to see him look good against the Eagles because that's a very big deal as well because you got to block Carter. You got to block Carter. We'll see what happens. And if you have 2 quarterbacks, you have no quarterback. Yes, bro. Fact, I've been saying that, bro. Kirk Cousins is better than JJ. No, oh, my goodness. Come on, man. Oh, my gosh. Please don't do this to me on this live stream. I can't believe I seen that comment. Hold on. I got to put my... Hey, I'm putting my dang on Viking helmet on that. Hey, listen, bro. Ain't no way I seen that comment. Ain't no way. KOC, call me up, brother. I got you. I can't believe I seen that comment. He said, Kirk Cousins. No. Oh, my goodness. I didn't think I thought I was away from Kirk Cousins. I thought I was just done with Kirk Cousins. Please don't bring him up again in the comments. Please, I beg of you. Oh, yeah, you're good, bro. Purple, you're good, bro. Thank you so much. Thank you for all your support, bro. Finally, another Vikings fan that knows JJ is... Bro, it's like, I don't want to say... I was about to say it's common sense, bro, but it's not common sense. You know what I learned? Is common sense ain't common sense. And I look at it like this, and I ain't trying to come at nobody, but I'm looking at it like this, y'all. JJ McCarthy was drafted with the 10th overall pick in 2024. He played only 2 regular season games. He's 1-1 in those regular season games. Yes, I understand it did not look good for most of the time he was playing at the quarterback position. But you have to allow him to grow and see what the man can do. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's going to be Tom Brady. What if he is, though? You ain't give him the opportunity. And I'm going to tell you this right now. What I don't want is if they just stick with Carson Wentz and you have to trade JJ McCarthy. Say you play JJ, he plays bad, and they bench him, they put Carson Wentz in, hypothetically speaking. You trade JJ McCarthy, what's going to happen? He's going to go to another team. And he's going to shine. And then what we going to say as a Viking fan base? We're going to be mad as you know what. So all I'm saying is this. You don't give up on your young quarterback already. We wanted this to happen for so many years. We need to go draft a quarterback. We draft the quarterback and then we give up on him. Now, I understand if JJ McCarthy gets hurt again, then he just might be injury prone. That's all I'm going to say. But let the man grow. Peace and blessings, bro. My boy Smeagol in the building. What did you think about the Jaguars? Oh, my gosh. Jaguars came back on the Chiefs, man. I got love for them, bro. I got love for what they doing, bro. I need another team to come out the AFC. If they could come out the AFC, so be it. When's the last time we even talked about the Jaguars being good? And I say that respectfully. I'm not coming at the Jaguars. My biggest shock this year is the Colts. The Colts are 4-1, but not just 4-1. Their starting quarterback is Danny Dimes. That people gave up on him. We gave up on him. We didn't even give him the opportunity to play. This man goes to the Colts and he's looking real good right now. I'm putting a lot of respect on his name, bro. He's looking good. He's looking real good. But that was a good game, though. It came down to the end, but you know what I mean? Listen, even the Chiefs not looking the best right now. JJ all the way. Facts, bro. JJ's been a proven winner since high school. Time will tell, but benching him over Wentz for the rest of the year feels silly to me. No, it's beyond silly, bro. I'll say it. It's beyond silly. Because Carson Wentz is not the future. How old is Carson Wentz? He's like 32. But still, he ain't young. I mean, he ain't old. He ain't young. He like in the middle. All I'm saying, he ain't the future, bro. Respectfully speaking, it's JJ McCarthy, and we'll see what he has. Now, If JJ McCarthy turns out not to be the quarterback, okay, but you got to give him the opportunity to either sink or swim, right? You got to give him the opportunity. You didn't even give him a proper opportunity to sink or swim, and people are already trying to say he's gonna get hurt as soon as he comes back. We got some fans really wanting Carson Wentz to start for the rest of the year, and they thinking JJ McCarthy is done. They think he's done, bro. Crazy. More than yeah, so we can tell. What up, my Bears fan in the building of W. Harrison Smith jersey hat was my first ever jersey. Yeah, my first autograph is Adrian Peterson. That's a jersey frame. That's Adrian Peterson jersey right there. I have another. See, it's crazy. I want to get the ultimate autograph I want. I'm thankful for the Adrian Peterson jersey. I have Culpepper's autograph as well. I have it on a flag. I have to get it framed. And I want to get a Randy Moss jersey. That is like the number one. I got to figure out where I can even get that at. Like, I ain't going to sit here and lie, man. Like, that's my guy. Randy Moss is my favorite player of all time. Even though I'm a defensive person, Randy Moss made me into a Viking fan. Culpepper did too, because Culpepper was throwing him the ball at the time. What's good, my G? What's good? Skull to the bowl, baby. Skull. Your stream is great. Best of luck with your channel, man. That's it. Go Lions. Hey, listen, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Lions, respectfully. But thank you for all the support. Thank you for giving me your honest opinion. But I'm gonna tell you this right now, respectfully speaking. When we go against the Lions, we're gonna beat the brakes off the Lions. Respectfully, bro. Respectfully. Don't get in your feelings, bro. We're gonna beat the brakes off the Lions. I ain't scared of the Lions. Indiana Jones been balling. Same with Cam, Mr. Ruby Bine on the defensive side of the ball. Facts. Skull. I'm skipping some comments. My bad, y'all. I'm way behind. I'm kind of behind, but I'm skipping some. The Bears aren't comp. The Browns aren't comp. The Steelers are decent. Let me say this real quick. You don't know, though, Coach. Brother Coach, respectfully, bro. You don't know what teams that you said the Browns are not competition. The Browns beat the Packers, if I'm not mistaken, right? And people were trying to say the Packers were a Super Bowl contender. So if the Browns beat the Packers, right, and they're supposedly a Super Bowl contender, then how are the Browns not competition? Every team is competition, bro. Every team. I don't care what your record is, what the team name is. Every team's competition, bro. But I'll say this, though. We'll see what happens at the end of the season. We'll see. I appreciate your channel. What is your stance on involved in I don't really know how to answer that question, my brother. Colts should be 5-0. Colts should be 5-0. Hey, listen, I don't know who they lost to, but they 4-1. They look good, though. Will you enjoy watching my Patriots win the Super Bowl this year? Hey, listen, LaShawn, respectfully, bro, I wouldn't be surprised if they get far in the playoffs, though. I'm going to be honest with you, because the way I'm looking at stuff is the Buffalo Bills. Who are the best teams in the AFC right now? I know the Buffalo Bills, the Colts. The Ravens are not looking good because of the injury of Lamar Jackson. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs ain't looking good. Who else is looking good, bro? The AFC is wide open. To be honest with you, the NFC looks tougher than the AFC. The NFC right now looks tougher than the AFC. Just my opinion. Because you got the Colts, they're 4-1, right? That's AFC, right? Broncos are 3-2. They just beat the Eagles. That's AFC. They could do something. I love their defense. I like Bo Nix. Texans are 2-3. Yo, the AFC is up for grabs, bro. The AFC is up for grabs. The Chargers is 3-2. The Bills are 4-1. The Patriots are 3-2. It's up for grabs. The AFC is up for grabs. The NFC is up for grabs as well. But I'm telling you, bro, I think the NFC looking a little bit tougher this year. Maybe I'm tripping. My boy 2 Evil, shout out to my guy 2 Evil. He said, ain't no debate, Wentz out. Bro, people saying, hey, 2 Evil, man, there's a lot of Viking fans wanting Carson Wentz to finish the whole season. Listen, I'm not one of them. I'm not one of those Viking fans, but there's a lot of Viking fans that want Carson Wentz to play. I don't know why. Well, I'm not going to say I don't know why, but I would say you got to see what JJ McCarthy has and what he can do. Play the hot hand even if he needed another year on the bench. Vikings messed up trading Darnold. I disagree with you with the hot hand thing because you got to get experience for JJ McCarthy. But the Sam Darnold, we'll see how Sam Darnold how this season plays out for the Seahawks. But yeah, the Seahawks look pretty good though. I will say that. No Kirk, yeah, yo, yeah, AP jersey, bro, in the background. Yes, Adrian Peterson jersey, signed autograph Adrian Peterson. You can't barely see it because I don't got. Hold on. Right there. That's a signed autograph Adrian Peterson jersey. Yup. Vikings would be better with Kirk. Oh, goodness gracious. Hey, why do you? All right, respectfully, I disagree with that, bro. Respectfully, I disagree. We're going to see what happens. But shout out to everybody in the building. Please hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down. Everybody is welcome to this YouTube channel. No, like, whether you're a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. I mean that. This is one YouTube family. If you ask me a question about your team, I'll give you my honest opinion. But primarily we do cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. If we go against your team, we go live for every single game with the scoreboard. And at halftime, you can even come on the show if you want to. But I will say this respectfully because I am a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. But let me say this real quick. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly mean that. But I will say this in a respectful way. The Minnesota Vikings will beat the brakes off your team respectfully. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. We'll see what happens. Salute to each and every one of y'all in the building. All right, so KFC set JJ up to fail. That's why he got hurt. The running game will help out JJ. That's why he succeeded at Michigan. Antonio, I love that you said I love what you said about that run game. I really hope that KLC learns and runs that rock as much as he can. But the running backs got to stop fumbling the ball. Jordan Mason got to get it together. Xavier Scott got to get it together. Everybody got to get it together. We got to stop turning the ball over. But yes, you have to establish the run game. The most important thing for a game, right, is, this is just my opinion, establish a run game on offense and stop the run on defense. If you don't stop the run on defense, it's going to be very hard for you to win. And if you don't run the ball on offense, it's going to be very hard for you to win if you don't establish the run on offense. That's just my opinion. Maybe that's an old school mentality. And the number one thing is don't turn the ball over. So don't turn the ball over, establish the run on offense, and stop the run on defense. And that's just my opinion. You know what I mean? What is your opinion? What's the most important thing to win a football game? Is it kind of what I said, or what do y'all feel? How do y'all feel about winning a football game? Is it stopping the run on defense, establishing the run on offense, and don't turn the ball over? What is the most important factors of winning a football game in the NFL right now? If you was a coach right now, what would you say is the most important thing to win? Mike, I got 2 words for you. Kansas City and Baltimore tell people to leave Minnesota Vikings alone and worry about Patrick Mahomes and the great Lamar Jackson. Have a blessed day time. Yeah, Lamar Jackson got to get healthy, man. They need him so bad. If y'all want to win this year, you need to start Wentz. Hey, listen, I feel like we could still win with JJ McCarthy. Maybe I'm a delusional Viking fan. I'm riding with JJ McCarthy, bro. If he's healthy, there should be no debate. He should start this season. He should start for the remainder of the season. That's just my opinion. JJ have waited a year before going in. Yeah, Wentz is hot garbage. No, he's not. I listen. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think Wentz is hot garbage. The man actually played pretty good these last games that he played. Wentz has played good enough to be respected as a backup. Not the starter, a backup, not the starter. Let me say that again. He played well enough to be the backup of the Vikings. Oh, man. My first jersey signed was Andre. Oh, wow, for real? Oh, the New England Patriots back in the day. My pops made that happen. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I'd love to have a signed Jared. Oh, man, that'd be awesome. Jared Allen. See, I'm a William brother, too, so I would like to get Pat Williams or Kevin Williams. My favorite linebacker, I have 2 favorite linebackers. I got a few. I love Eric Wilson. I love Chad Greenway. Do y'all remember Chad Greenway? I liked it. EJ Henderson as well, too. So, Coastal Troop. Yeah, the Coast look good, bro. For me, I need a signed Chris Carter. Oh my goodness. That's another one. That's a good one. The Chris Carter jersey sign. That's a nice one right there. Chargers. That's a good one. Yeah, Chris Carter. Facts. Bills, Chargers, Ravens. Yeah. As a Justin Jefferson, Jags 4-1. Yeah, lucky. They 4-1. As a Justin Jefferson, you said as a Justin Jefferson. No, 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 no. We gotta put JJ in. We can't be scared. You gotta put J. And by the way, everybody hit the like button. Can I get 4 more likes? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I mean it. This is one YouTube family. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you are welcome to this channel. And also, I want to say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But I will say this respectfully, and I always say this. This is a slogan. It's the slogan on this channel. Respectfully speaking, the Minnesota Vikings, when we play your team, because we're going live for every game with the scoreboard and everything, and I want you to be on the show. We're going to beat the brakes off your team, respectfully. I'm a Viking fan, man. That is what it is. Big time Viking fan. Look, but yeah, we have to have JJ McCarthy play, bro. I understand why people think Carson Wentz is the guy right now, but he's not the guy, bro. Respectfully speaking. Beginning season standing don't matter. Yeah, that's true. But I see the Colts continuing doing because the Colts, they're built really good. Like from what I'm seeing, their offensive line is pretty darn good. Their defensive line is pretty darn good. Listen, they built right. The Colts, who's the Colts coach, man? Because they're playing really good this year. Beginning of the season. How can someone listen to? Hey, Arthur, come on, bruh. Because they feeling the vibes, bro. Just like you feeling the vibes. Don't be like that, bro. God bless to you. I like Baker Mayfield to be. Yeah, he's a surprise. Baker Mayfield's playing absolutely. He's playing really good this year. He said, what'd he say? Time of possession and first down. Hold on. To win in the NFL, you need to have ref in your pocket. No. Vikings trash, in my opinion. Okay, respectfully, we're going to see Arthur. When we play the Eagles, I want you to be in the comments. Don't be a hater. Don't be a hater. Make sure you hit that like button. Do not be a hater. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Do not be a hater. And join the live stream when we play the Eagles. What time is that Eagle game? I think 1 o'clock. We got a bye week, and then we play the Eagles. When we play the Eagles, make sure you join the live stream because you're talking heavy. You're talking crazy. If you think the Vikings are trash, bro, respectfully. Yeah. See, the teams is lucky. Listen, and I know we lost 2 games this season. People are lucky Jordan Addison was suspended for 3 games. People are lucky that our whole offensive line is hurt. People are lucky because I'm telling you right now, if we was healthy, it'd be a different story. But I can't even go that route. When we see the Eagles, respectfully, we're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles. And I say that respectfully, bro. To win in the NFL, you need to have time of possession and first down staying ahead of the chains. I love it. For other people say that JJ is trash, McCarthy only played, 2 games. Do y'all remember Peyton Manning during the rookie season when the Colts went 3-13? I bet y'all were calling him bad. The only problem, and look, I agree with what you're saying. I get your point. But I try not to compare JJ to, I just want to compare JJ to JJ. You feel me? Because I don't want people to think that JJ is going to be Peyton Manning. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm not saying he won't be. I'm not saying he won't be better than Peyton. I'm just saying Peyton Manning is one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time. I know, I get your point. He had a rookie season was terrible. They were 3-13. I get what you're saying. But dang, bro. Peyton Manning, if JJ Peyton Manning, bro, it turns out to be great like that, bro, with the type of coaching we had, bro, we're going to win like 4 or 5 Super Bowls, bro. Real talk. He said, JJ who? Stop it. Birds have taken over. We ain't worrying about none of that. Birds is going down when we play, y'all. Yeah, he can throw a ball to some of the best wideouts in the league, but Wentz ain't going to win you a play. Thank you, the food guy. Shout out to you. Everybody better hit that like button. Hit that like button if you haven't already. No cap. Packers own the Vikings as much as they own the Bears. Senior Puncho. Let me just say this real quick, respectfully speaking. That's cap, bro. Like, how can you even say that, bro? Y'all lost to the Browns and we beat the Browns. So what's that tell you? With a banged up team and we beat the Browns. So y'all lost to the Browns. We beat the Browns. And we're gonna beat the brakes off the Packers when we see y'all. Respectfully, bro. Vikings go. Take that cheap. Hey, listen, I gotta keep it on, bro. I'm representing. I'm representing. Don't come at my helmet, my brother. Put some respect on the helmet's name. Skull to the bow, baby. Don't come at my helmet. Coming on this YouTube channel talking crazy about my helmet. How dare you? How dare you come with that nonsense? I would like if you say Packers own y'all. I refuse to say that, bro. You can keep that like to yourself, bro. I love the Vikings. Shout out to everybody. Keep it respectful in the comments, Arthur. Please, just keep it respectful, bro. You can say whatever you want to say, but just keep it respectful. Respectfully, Wentz ain't doing nothing. Yeah, I think that he cannot be a mod. No, you can't. You just got on the live stream. Hey, listen, bro. Respectfully, don't ask to be a mod. I choose random people to be mods. You don't gotta ask to be a mod, bro. I'll make you a mod. If I see you in the chat supporting the channel and stuff like that for a minute, I got you. Don't even ask about it. But yeah. Senior respectfully. He said senior respectfully, at least we beat the Browns. Yeah, we're guys going. Yeah, exactly. What team is most disappointed in this? I think it's the Ravens. Oh my goodness. I would say Bengals. Because I said that the Bengals can be one of those teams that can really challenge Patrick Mahomes, even though they're not even doing good at Chiefs. I got the Bengals because it just sucks that Joe Burrow keeps getting hurt. I'm a Joe Burrow guy. I think he's definitely a top 5 quarterback when he's healthy. The problem is he keeps getting hurt, and they don't have a chance to do anything. I don't care what listen, respectfully. If Joe Burrow doesn't come back, Jake Browning is not a good backup quarterback. No disrespect. I mean that in no disrespect. But he's not a good backup quarterback. And the Bengals need. Oh crap! Hold on now. The heck did I just do? I don't even know what I did with the background. We'll have Carson Wentz as the background for the rest of the live stream. All right, so my whole thing is this, right? I respect Carson Wentz and what was I saying before I did that? Hold on real quick. Well, matter of fact, listen, y'all. Hold on, let me get to the. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. I lost my train of thought. Never would Vikings beat the Vikings beat the Eagles. All right, we'll see. Colts are today. Keep it PG, fool guy. Keep it PG, bro. But I get what you're saying. Colts are, yeah. He should have retired as a Colts, just like Tom Brady should have retired as a Patriot. Arthur ain't wrong. He said, what'd he say? Whatever, however. Hey, Arthur, man, you ain't gonna be calling me. Don't call nobody out their name. I gotta get you out of the chat, man. I tried to keep him here, bro, but he just keep doing too much, bro. Arthur ain't wrong about the Vikings, Packers, and Eagles dominating y'all. Nah, that's wrong though. We gonna see Packers and Eagles. That's not true. Vikings fan here. I am a Steelers fan, but yeah, shout out to the Viking fan. Hair Metal, what's good? I am a Steelers fan, but I appreciate your fandom. Keep it up. Yeah, man, I'm a Viking fan all day. I just want to know where your yeah, we don't know. Also, think, Lord, we have this body. Oh, yes. They get healthy. Don't you ever talk about the great. Yeah, Peyton is one of the best. The Vikings are going to go 8-9 in my opinion. I think we're going to be a double digit game, a double digit team. We'll see what happens though. We're going to take one game at a time. Man, if I had the money, man, I would give you the $10 right now, bro. I don't know what you got going on, but hopefully you're okay and hopefully you can get through it. Brady is not the GOAT. That's the you think GOAT, you don't think Brady's the GOAT at quarterback? Who's better than Brady? I want you to answer that question if you can. Steelers Nation all right, all right. Okay. Steelers fans are welcome. Peyton made a team. Brady and Mahomes joined rebuilt teams. They are system quarterbacks. Man, I will agree. Peyton definitely was that guy, but I wouldn't choose Peyton over Brady. I wouldn't choose Peyton over Mahomes, respectfully speaking. Man, Michael Vick, most talented quarterback ever. He's definitely one of them. The you can't take Wentz out now. I think you have to. If JJ McCarthy is healthy, I think you have to take him out, bro. Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. How Stephen A. Smith say? He said Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. And what else Stephen A. Smith be saying? He be saying about the Cowboys. What can go wrong will go wrong. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. Howdy. Aaron, there's a reason. What's the last pick? Will y'all take Brock Purdy for 3 first round? No, I don't want Brock Purdy for 3 first rounders. No, and I say that respectfully. I don't think Joe Burrow will be as good as he can be because of his injuries. They need to heavily invest in O-line. Facts. Craig, that's a very good comment. Mike, he said, what he said? Mike, Tom Brady played 2 years for Tampa Bay. He almost won a Super Bowl in one of them years. Bill Belichick did not give him enough Randy Mosses. Yeah. You know what's crazy, bro? Like, people forget how good how good Tom Brady was, even when later in his career throwing the ball to Randy Moss, bro. There were shattering records and everything. Wentz doing his thing from KC, happy for him. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy for Carson Wentz, but respectfully, I just feel like you wasted a 10th overall pick in the 2024 NFL draft. If you play Wentz for the rest of the year, you still have a big question mark with JJ McCarthy. You still won't know if JJ McCarthy can play or not. What's going on, RC? Bro, Tim. Yo, what's going on? We just talk about Carson Wentz and JJ McCarthy. There's a debate in the Minnesota Viking fan base where half the fan base, I'm going to say it's 50-50, bro. Half the fan base is like, we got to start JJ McCarthy when he's healthy, specifically, hopefully against the Eagles after the bye week. And another group of fans are like, yo, stick with the hot hand. You can't go to JJ. JJ hasn't looked good. But I look at it like this. I'm not trying to take nothing away from JJ. But I'm not trying to make it seem like he did nothing bad. He could do no wrong. But I feel like injuries are part of it and the play calling is part of it. That's a bigger deal for me. And that's probably the biggest reasons why JJ McCarthy wasn't as successful when he did play before he got hurt. I'm blaming the play calling, I'm blaming the injuries, but mostly the play calling for me. If you know your offensive line is hurt, why are you trying to have these long drawn out plays? Come on, bro. Tampa Bay, yeah. But doesn't let me just say this. Food guy. Let me just say this. Just because your team is built, let's say this right now, because I have to put this out here. Has there ever been a team that won a Super Bowl that hasn't been good? I promise you, in order for you to get to the Super Bowl, get through the regular season, get through the playoffs, get to the Super Bowl, you have to have a good team. You cannot win the Super Bowl without a good team. So I don't know why there's a narrative. I'm not just coming at you. I'm saying that for anybody. Just because you have a good team doesn't mean that you're going to win the Super Bowl. That's another thing. Because you can have the best team on paper, but you still don't make it to the Super Bowl. There's plenty of teams that got to the Super Bowl that had the better team probably. If they had a best of 3 games, they probably would have won the Super Bowl. For example, let me just put this out there. When the Giants beat the Patriots 2 times in a row in the Super Bowl, hey, listen, I feel like the Patriots had a better team. But guess what? It just took that one game. They had a better defense. The defensive line with Michael Strahan, Justin Tuck, all them dudes. Eli Manning was clutch when it counted the most. And they won their Super Bowls. I ain't taking nothing away from the Giants or Eli Manning. But in my opinion, I thought the Patriots were a better overall team. But at the end of the day, who won? Like, you got to have a good team, bro. You can't knock somebody for having talent on their team. You can't knock somebody for having wide receivers or good defense on their team. Every quarterback, they have to learn a system. They have to learn the playbook. Ain't like they came on the team with their own playbook. You got to learn the plays that is given to you, and they just make it better. But you can't say that Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes, they went to an already made team. No, listen, bro. Yes, Tom Brady went to Bill Belichick, hasn't won a Super Bowl. He hasn't won a Super Bowl before Tom Brady. And even though he's a very good defensive-minded head coach, you still got to score the ball. And Tom Brady did what he had to do to win those Super Bowls. And then let's get to Patrick Mahomes. Andy Reid, I'm going to just break this down real quick. Andy Reid is a very good offensive-minded head coach. When he was with the Eagles got to a Super Bowl. They lost. The Eagles got to multiple NFC championship games, wild card games. They lost. They didn't make it, but they had great teams throughout the history. Do you remember when they had Terrell Owens? Do you remember when they had Brian Dawkins and Jermaine Trotter? The list goes on. Hey, listen, you got to have talent. You got to have talent. You can't get to the Super Bowl and win the Super Bowl if you don't have talent. You can't take away from a team. Oh, well, he has an already made good team. Doesn't mean you're going to win. And plus, you have to have talent to win the Super Bowl. Andy Reid had Alex Smith with the Chiefs. What happened? He said, I need to get my quarterback. He could have stuck with Alex Smith even after Alex Smith got hurt. He could have stuck with Alex Smith, but he said he's not the guy for him. So what did Andy Reid do? Andy Reid said, you drafted Patrick Mahomes. Nobody knew Patrick Mahomes was going to be that missing piece. Just like the team, like you have to have a complete team to win, bro. That's all I'm saying. But everybody that's in the building, make sure you double tap that screen, double tap that screen, double tap that screen, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And also, I want to say this, man. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate. That's how I look at things, man. There's a lot of evil going on around the world, but there's a lot of good people, a lot of sport fans. And I always say sports is a necessary distraction to bring people all together, bro. I don't care if you're from Mars. I don't care if you're from the moon. I don't care if you're not a Viking fan. If you feeling the vibes, consider subscribing. We're going live for absolutely every Viking game. So if we play your team, we'll talk that talk. Primarily, I cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel. But if you have a question about your team, I'll give you my honest opinion about it. And also, I want to say this, respectfully speaking, because I know people getting their feelings. I'm going to say this. When we go against your team, if you're not a Viking fan, respectfully, I'm going to talk heavy because I'm a big-time Viking fan. Adrian Peterson jersey, signed autograph jersey in the back. You know, I'm a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. I'm Philly, everything besides football. But let me get back to what I was saying. Respectfully speaking, the Minnesota Vikings going to beat the brakes off your team. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to beat the brakes. It don't matter if we win by a point or we win by 30. I say when we beat the brakes off you, that the only thing that matters is the dub, the W. Only thing that matters is the W, y'all. That's all that matters to me. And that's considered beating the brakes off of y'all. That's how I look at things. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. Carson keep in there and play. Eagles screwed him over. Yeah, I do kind of like the narrative around if Carson Wentz does play the Eagles to get back at the Eagles. But at the same time, I want to see JJ McCarthy if he's healthy. But I get what you're saying, Jeffrey. Thomas Aaron Rodgers did not live up to the capabilities. I don't care what any of you say. Eli Manning was in 2 Super Bowls against the greatest quarterback ever. Where was Aaron Rodgers? Yes, go Vikings, baby. Shout out to Notorious Big T in the building. Salute to everybody in the building. Do not forget to hit that like button, y'all. Please hit that like button so we can get it out there. Play Tom Brady was a prolific, greatest wide receiver team. Look, yes, bro. Randy Moss, they try to say Randy Moss was done. He went to the Patriots and he looked like the same Randy Moss back in the day in his prime, bro. Dak is the best. What if you did donate $500? Man, I would appreciate it, but you don't have to donate that much money, bro. Appreciate the thought, but it's all good, bro. Dak is at his best from help him. Yeah, Dak is looking pretty good this year. I can't believe I just said that. My people get mad at me when I say that Randy Moss. Yo, they always say that about me when I say it, but I always say that he's better, and it's not taking nothing away from Jerry Rice because Jerry Rice is definitely statistically definitely better. But I always try to tell people, and I say this respectfully because Randy Moss did have some great quarterbacks, but not consistently. When Randy Moss was playing, he had multiple different quarterbacks. And yes, he had some good / great quarterbacks. Tom Brady for a couple of years or whatever. Cole Pepper, a few other quarterbacks. Right, I'm not gonna go down the list, but Jerry Rice had Joe Montana and Steve Young for like 15 seasons. That's 15 seasons of consistent great quarterback play. I mean, I'm not taking nothing away from Jerry Rice, but if you was to give consistent 15 years of quarterback play to Randy Moss, I promise you the statistics will be a lot closer than what it is. And I promise you Randy Moss's numbers will probably be even better, maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But I have a lot of respect for Jerry Rice. Should have kept Darnold. I know a lot of people saying that. I disagree. Got to play JJ for the next couple of years. And yeah, to see, yeah, sure. Yes. Notorious Big T. Facts, bro. Carson Wentz is, he will win meaningless game. Carson Wentz is, yeah, I don't know, man. Listen, Sam Darnold playing pretty good. 1999 Ravens time, I would take Moss over. Let's go. What about Van Ginkel? That word. Oh yes, that's a Blake Cashman. And thank you for that comment, JD Brown 24. Blake Cashman and Andrew Van Ginkel. Blake Cashman, if I'm not mistaken, was a hamstring injury. Andrew Van Ginkel was a neck injury. And I'm not even going to get into the offensive line. I'm not even going to go that far. I'm not going to even talk about it. But I'll tell you this. We're going to have to draft this next draft. We're going to have to draft a middle linebacker, y'all. Like, we're going to have to draft a middle linebacker. Like, I don't know, man. I like Blake Cashman. He is really, really good. But the best ability is availability. And he hasn't been available for us, man. And Andrew Van Ginkel sucks, but it is a blessing in disguise. Not that I want him to be hurt. It's giving Dallas Turner more opportunity to show what he can do. You get what I'm saying? So, no, I don't wish. Andrew Van Ginkel is one of my favorite players on defense. Pick six machine, a sack machine. He always knows where to be at the right time. I'm a big Andrew Van Ginkel guy. But hopefully he can get healthy and get on that field. But right now, I would not rush a neck injury. I don't know what kind of neck injury he has. I don't know if it's a herniated disc in his neck. I don't know. No, a bulging disc in his neck. I have no clue. But I will say you don't want to rush a neck injury. And on top of that, it is, like I said, a blessing in disguise that Dallas Turner can get some opportunity to show what he has. You know what I mean? Chiefs, 99 Ravens. Lions are the best, bro. Oh my goodness. Wentz is not Darnold. Wentz is a team. No. I will say this. Wentz ain't Darnold right now, but I do like what Wentz is doing. You know what I mean? Wentz is doing what he's supposed to do right now. Tell you, 01 Patriots. Tell you truth, there is really no real dominant team in the NFL. There are faults. And yes, thank you, Family Journey to Heaven. Let me say this right now. I love this comment because there's no such thing as a perfect team. But you have to have a good team to get to the Super Bowl. You're not, even a good team's going to have flaws. You get what I'm saying? That's why you have to have the team captains got to step up. The stars that you have on your team have to step up. Your coaching has to step up. Everything. So football's the ultimate team sport, debatably. You feel me? Yeah, I'm looking. Patrick Mahomes is dealing with today. Yes. Yup. Mike, of course you need a good team. My argument is Peyton Manning used to make teams good where Tom Brady goes to a good team to be good. I mean, I get what you're saying, but it almost sounds like you taking away from Tom Brady because even if like I get what you're saying about like Peyton Manning is pretty much a coach on the football field. I ain't taking nothing away from Peyton Manning. He is that guy. I'm surprised he ain't win 5 Super Bowls. That's how good Peyton Manning is. But he couldn't get it done in the playoffs some of the times. And when he went against head-to-head, I don't know what the head-to-head record is. Tom Brady, I don't know what they're hitting. Correct me if I'm wrong. What was the record between Peyton and Tom Brady in the playoffs? Please tell me in the comments. Anybody, can someone look that up? I honestly think Peyton should have won like 5 Super Bowls. That's how good he is, right? But I don't want it to seem like you're taking away from Tom. But I get what you're saying. Tom Brady went to a team with a great defense. A very good coach in Bill Belichick. And I get what you're saying. Peyton was different. He was the only quarterback that I can think of that literally knew just, I don't know, man. He was a coach, bro, on the field. Like, and the coach can never say, whatever offensive coordinator there is, that's a free job because guess what? If you do good, guess what? You're gonna be a head coach next year probably. Because guess what? Peyton Manning is literally a coach on that football field where he will audible. He'll be like, Superman, Hulk smash, Hulk smash. Hulk smash, Iron Man, Thor, Black Panther. He'll just say the weirdest things, audible. He'll probably do like 3 audibles until he gets the right play. He was a genius, bro. Genius on that football field. I don't think there's ever going to be a Peyton Manning. But then again, the only flaw with Peyton Manning is I think that he overthought things. Like certain things he just would do in the playoffs. I'm like, how did you throw that ball? You're too intelligent to throw that ball. Why did you throw that interception, bro? Like, but he was such a good quarterback, though. But yeah, shout out to everybody in the Mike, would you please tell them that why they call it? Yeah, any given Sunday. Yes, any given Sunday, bro. Anything can happen. Right. Facts, bro. What's going on, Jeffrey? I asked you last week, so I asked you this week to see if your opinion has changed. What's your thought on the Patriots now? All right, so listen. I got to wait till week 8, but what I would say is this. I'm a big Drake May guy. Everybody was coming at me. That was not everybody. Some Viking fans were coming at me. Drake May's going to be a bust. He's not good. We shouldn't trade up to get Drake May. All this stuff, bro. I'm one of the few Viking fans that said, yo, if I was going to trade up, these are the quarterbacks I would have traded up for. I would have traded up for Drake May. I said Drake May. Caleb wasn't in the conversation because I knew he was going to be the number 1 pick. Or Jaden Daniels. Those were the quarterbacks I would have chose. If I was going to trade up to like a top 2, top 3 in the 2024 NFL draft, I would have traded up for Drake May or Jaden Daniels. But I was big on Drake May. Y'all can look at my videos. I said, yo, Drake May got the only problem with Drake May, and I'm not saying this in a bad way, but I'm being honest. He got drafted by the Patriots. Not that the Patriots is a bad organization. It's because of who he's going to have to replace. He's replacing arguably the greatest quarterback of all time. So there's going to be a lot of pressure on Drake May to be even close to that. That's the only issue. But I always thought Drake May was a very intelligent quarterback. All the quarterbacks are intelligent, but I'm just saying like his arm talent, he just seemed like he's really poised, leadership. I like the Drake May out of that 2024 NFL draft. I like what the Patriots are doing. We're going to see they 3-2, and we're going to see how they finish the year. We're going to definitely see how they finish the year. I'm going to be honest with you. I like the Patriots. I like what they got, but mainly because of Drake May. I'm a Drake May guy. So, and people can't even say I'm lying. I've been saying this, bro. I've been saying Drake May was one of them guys, bro. I've been saying that. We're going to see, though, how he finished off this season. But I like what they're doing. They're making sure they run the ball enough, even though they didn't really establish the run too much against the Bills. Drake May was 22 of 30 for 273 yards, 9.1 average. He got sacked 4 times for only 6 yards. That's pretty good though. Like if you get sacked 4 times, you only give up and this only 6 yards lost. That's not too bad. That's not good. He got sacked. But Stephon Diggs, their number one wide receiver, Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, Cardi B, Stephon Diggs, 10 catches for 146 yards. Man, Stephon Diggs had an outstanding game. And that, listen, he's a very good wide receiver. You can say what you want to say about Stephon Diggs off the field. He got drafted by the Vikings. I always have respect for Stephon Diggs. And I think Drake May, you got a dog at wide receiver. I don't know what his age is, but man, he was targeted 12 times. And he caught 10 catches for 146 yards. That is amazing. And then Hunter Henry, their tight end, 2 catches for 46 yards. Yeah, they had a good game. Their defense is playing pretty darn good too to hold it down against Josh Allen, because Josh Allen threw an interception. He had two touchdowns though. Josh Allen did fumble the ball, lost it. So the Patriots defense is the real deal. So they look good. But I say let's wait until week 8 to really have a real good so we can really see what it is. You know what I mean? I'm trying to be careful to really go extreme and say they're going to be in the playoffs, but they're really close to. I'll say that. But shout out to everybody that's in the building. Please double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. I truly mean that. And also, you're all welcome to this channel, whether you're a Viking fan or not. And I always say this: sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly mean it. So salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building. Appreciate y'all, but respectfully, we will beat the brakes off your team. If you're not a Minnesota Viking fan, we will beat the brakes off your team. I say that respectfully. Don't get in y'all feelings. This is all love. It's all love. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? All right, but shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate y'all. All right, so let's get to the comments. Bucks are for real, and they don't have Evans. Yeah, Evans, man, that's my guy. One of the best wide receivers of NFL history. Facts. To Infinity and B. John. Saquon, Saquon. Belichick hasn't made the playoffs since Brady. Yeah, that's true. But you can't take Bill Belichick's coaching ability away from him, because that defense was elite. Almost every year Tom Brady was the quarterback, that defense was very good. Almost every year. Not every year, but almost every year. And I always say defense wins championships. Billy hasn't sniffed the playoffs since Brady left. That's true. I'm catching up in y'all comments real quick. Skip Bayless. You not a real you said you not a real Viking fan? I'm not a real Viking fan. All right. Okay. Vikings will be 9-8, miss the playoffs. Nah, we're going to make the playoffs, bro. We're going to win 10 games at least. Vikings will make the playoffs. Facts, Jose. Tell him what it is, bro. He's calling you. I think Tom Brady is great. He's just not my GOAT. Yeah, Tom Brady is, he the GOAT for me when it comes to quarterbacks. Will the Raiders move again? I don't know, bro. I feel like the Raiders should have stayed in Oakland. That's just my opinion. Just being real, not hating. Patriots 8 a W on Sunday. Facts. Way about LeBron James. I feel the same way about Mario. Eagles will smoke the Vikes. Nah, bruh. Do not put the wins on the field against the Eagles unless McCarthy is still hurt. Facts, T Smooth TV. Facts. Patriots saved America on Sunday with Drake Brady. Vikings defense has me worried for you. No, it's really the defensive line. The defensive tackles for me. Stopping the run. But I do get what you're saying, Mike. It's the defensive tackles. We got to stop the run a little bit better. What's up? What's up, my bull gaming? What's good? Patriots fix current. Yeah, let's not talk about all that, Jose, in the comments. Jose, do you if you kept Darnold Vice? Nah, we beyond Darnold. Jerry Rice the GOAT. Shout out to the Niners organization for the consistency. Yeah. Who's the best team in the NFL? This is how I feel. And I'm going to say this because I'm going to put respect on their name. I'm going with the Colts. I'm going with the Colts, y'all. I think the Colts are the best team in the NFL right now. Now, we'll see how it ends. We'll see after week 8. But right now, I got the Colts. And then second, I got the Eagles. Evans is better receiver than Jerry Rice. Woo! Mike Evans is great. I don't know. I don't know about that. Missing Cashman bad. Facts, bro. We miss him bad. My nephew is a defensive coach. I'm trying to get the scoop. Oh, that's what's up. I take Marvin Harrison Jr. over Mike Evans. Marvin Harrison was a junior was pretty darn good, bro. Franchise quarterback, take some time to develop, pay the price, or keep going from journeyman to yes. We gotta be patient, bro. Blade, I agree with you, bro. It's time to have Mike Evans top 5 talk. Yeah, I gotta look up the numbers for wide receivers, but I don't have him above Randy. I don't have him above Jerry. I don't have him above Terrell Owens. And I don't think I have him above Larry Fitzgerald. I mean, I'm not sure how you I gotta look at the numbers. I think Mike Evans is definitely maybe he can be top 10. I don't know about top 5 though. I don't know about top 5. I don't know. As a Niners fan, Jerry is the greatest. Also, fun fact, his last 4 years as Niners, he had a 1,000 yards. Oh, wow. Oakland had 2. Yeah. Yeah, he's amazing. Hey, Mike, how are you feeling about the Vice schedule after the bye? We going against the strong team. You know what? I'm trying to stay focused on the Eagles and getting healthy by this bye week. After we beat the Eagles, then I promise you, I will definitely get into the talk about the schedule from there. But I want to beat the Eagles. Once we beat the Eagles and we're 4-2 and JJ McCarthy shows off and JJ McCarthy, all the doubters and all the haters are going to say, oh, the Vikings got a quarterback. That's all you're going to hear. ESPN, Colin, what's his name? All the haters, bro, all the doubters. They're going to be like, oh, the Vikings got a quarterback. Listen, watch. I'm trying to tell you, bro. Watch. They're going to definitely say it. And I'm going to be like, we told you so. We told you so. We've been telling you this. It's just you just don't want to you just don't want to know the truth. JJ that guy, but we got to give him the opportunity to be that guy. You feel me? We got to give him the opportunity to be that guy. You can't, you know what I mean? But everybody that's in the building, double tap that screen, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down over here on Mike Sports Vibes. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Let's get it. Shout out to y'all. Peyton Manning was smart, but Tom Brady and Drew Brees more than... Yeah, I love Drew. I like the Drew Brees until he won it with the Saints, but I like Drew Brees. The craziest part about Peyton Manning is he doesn't even have legs. Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, he was very talented. McCarthy, Peyton has plenty of talent. What are you talking about? Brady just had great defense to accompany him. Peyton Manning has some good defenses too, though. He ain't have Tom Brady type defenses, but he has some defenses though. And this is I don't want to take nothing away from Peyton Manning, man. But Peyton Manning is a very good quarterback, very all-time great. Carson was looking good. The NFC North is wide open. This season is so good so far. P.S. Bears should have won Monday night game in week 1. JJ is trash. What? Carson Wentz hijacked the team. Hey, listen, I disagree with that. Hey, y'all see the Phillies, my Phillies stuff? Yeah, I'm a Phillies fan. So, like, my Phillies lost again to the Dodgers. I feel some type of way, man. Like, I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say, bro. I'm trying to wait before I talk about it, but they got to get their act together, bro, before the season is over. For real. Tom Brady, man, and so on. Yeah. All this Randy Moss talk and the numbers 2 all-time receiver is Terrell Owens go 9. I love Terrell Owens. I ain't putting him over Randy, but I love Terrell. I like Randy. Listen, I love Terrell, but I ain't putting him over Randy though. I love Terrell Owens. Yeah, he was undersized. Yeah, Drew Brees was undersized, making every throw, bro. You know how like these taller quarterbacks be throwing it, and they get the ball tipped at the line of scrimmage, and you're like, how are you 6'3", 6'5", but you got this dude Drew Brees? He only like 5'11", 5'10", throwing over everybody. How that happen? What I like about Drew Brees, I don't like when he was with the Saints because you know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna get into it. As a Viking fan, y'all know why. But the only thing I don't like about Drew Brees, no, what I liked about Drew Brees is when he had that issue. I don't know what injury he had. They try to say Drew Brees' career is done. They try to say Drew Brees needs to retire. But the thing about it, man, he kept at it and got his first Super Bowl, got his only Super Bowl with the Saints. He's with the Chargers. He had a pretty good team overall. Antonio Gates, that's one of the best tight ends in the game. I think LT was with him too, right? Am I tripping? LaDainian Tomlinson? I'm trying to think. But my whole thing is they gave up on him, and he still continued to flourish in his career. And that's what's up. Never give up on yourself, man. That's a message right there for everybody that's in the building. Regardless, never give up on yourself. Keep grinding, keep shining. Drake, baby. Drake Brady. Mike also put down the. Oh, no, I can't. Joe Flacco just got traded to Cincinnati. Are you serious? Hold on now. That's funny. Ah! Browns trade Joe Flacco quarterback to the Bengals. Wow, you're right, bro. Yo, that's crazy. Hold on. Is Joe Burrow done for the whole year? Niners 4-1. Best disregarding disregarding him by not calling him by his name. Cardi B double. I was skipping some comments, y'all. I don't mean that no disrespect. I'm just skipping some comments right now. Cole's defense is more surprising than Danny Dimes. Yes, Mike, you're 100% correct. That's why I feel like the Colts is the best overall team right now in the NFL, bro. Now, I got the Colts honestly being the best team in the NFL. I know it's not the popular thing, but if you've been watching and seeing what the Colts been doing offensively and defensively mainly, but dang, that quarterback. Listen, Danny Dimes has been balling, bro. Like, y'all, listen, you can say what you want, but you got to admit, the Colts is a shocker this year, bro. The Colts are shocking the world right now. I don't know how good they're going to be after week 8. We're going to definitely see. But right now, I'm just talking about for right now, 5 weeks into the season, I got the Colts as the number 1 team. And then I got the Eagles number 2. And a third best, probably the Niners. I think the Niners are 4-1 too. But I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Them Colts for me is just slept on, bro. And they not to eat. Yo, you play the Colts this year. This ain't no easy. Oh, that's a dub. Nope. Hey, listen, you better play your heart out because them Colts ain't no joke. He said Colts over Niners as best in that. Yes, me too. I gotta say that helmet on your head too tight. That ain't that tight. Is better than the Colts. Tampa Bay is better. Woo! That's a good matchup. Baker and them Buccaneers look good though. I gotta admit to that. Bucks, yes, that's a fact though. Turner's big time. I got him right behind Randy. Yeah, Michael Irvin was doing the big time catches too. Bro was crazy and eat in the hospital without fear. Hey, listen, Michael Irvin's a dog, straight up. What the? Hey, listen, bro. Yeah, man, it happens, bro. Flicky switch. The great Tom Brady is a great trust to believe that Eli Manning will get into the Hall of Fame. Yeah, Eli Manning's not in the Hall of Fame? That's crazy. Yeah, Flacco plus 6th round in exchange for a 5th round. That's what's up, though, man. I like that Joe Flacco getting the opportunity, man. And I think this will keep the Bengals afloat. I'm not sure when Joe Burrow's coming back, if he's even coming back. But this is definitely a big look for the Bengals because the Bengals can definitely still be a good team. Chase is debatably the best wide receiver in the game, even though I think it's Justin Jefferson. Ty Higgins and a running game and a offense in general is pretty darn good. Their defense is suspect, but I feel like they needed to have that quarterback. You can't have Jake Browning throwing the ball and expecting having him as the quarterback and expect the Bengals to do something. It's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I'm just being honest. They don't. Flacco is not going to save the Bengals. He's going to get behind the O-line. Yeah, the O-line suspect too. But we'll see. My Bengals got a quarterback. My Bull Sports is in the building. I know. I'm just hoping, man. Yeah, we'll see. You gotta have hope for your team. Would have been a better choice, or even Cousins. I think Cousins would have been a good choice too, though. Cousins, Jameis would have probably been a good choice. I don't know. I would have probably chose. I don't know. I think I would have went with Joe Flacco too. I ain't gonna sit here and cat. Elon will get in because he has 2 rings and 2. But yeah, facts. Bengals unloading roster. You will see Hendrickson in the Niners soon. That's what you will want, right? Joe Burrow is the only quarterback to get to a Super Bowl besides Krabby Patty in the AFC. Wish we got Jameis. Yeah, Jameis is he ain't scared to throw that ball. Joe Burrow is elite, but they should have gotten Jameis instead of Flacco. What? Wait, I don't like. I mean, I know Flacco's 40, but goodness, I mean, he all right. But the problem is, like you said, if your offensive line ain't concerns. Joe is a good pick up for the Bengals. I think I think that's a good pickup for the Bengals as well. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We're going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. Join the YouTube family if you feel on the vibes. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Whether you a Viking fan or not, you're always welcome to be on this channel. This is a YouTube family where we just come in the chat, we talk that talk. I'm a regular person talking about the Vikings. I love this team. Been a Viking fan for a minute. I have another YouTube channel if you're interested in basketball and baseball, and a little bit of boxing and maybe even some hockey. I have another YouTube channel. I'm gonna put it in the comments real quick. Go check out that channel. It's called Mike Sports Vibes Balling. But getting back to what I was saying, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean that. And also, I would like to say that, everybody's welcome to this channel, man. Like, I really say that. I always say sports brings us together because there's a lot of negativity going on around the whole world. I'm not going to get into the specifics. Y'all know where I'm going with it. But we going to just, this is just a channel that just vibe, good vibes over here. But I'm going to put my other channel in here. If you are interested, go subscribe to this channel as well as the channel that you're on right now. This channel is primarily my football channel. All right. And I haven't posted nothing about the Phillies because I'm a little irritated. That's my other channel, Mike Sports Vibes Balling. Go check that channel out. Go subscribe to that channel. Trying to get to my first 700 subscribers on that channel. So check out that channel if you haven't already. Appreciate everybody that's in the building. Thank you so much. Fun fact: quarterbacks from 2020 starting in there. Oh, that's awesome! Yeah, I didn't know that. It goes the Lions and the Colts, the Bills. Mark C. Respectfully, I disagree with that. Now the Bengals can come outside a little bit, right? For real. We got DFJ Hoops in the building. What's good with you, bro? Respectfully, we beating the brakes off the Eagles just after the bye week. Eli has a 500 record all time with 2 rings. Yeah, not a Hall of Fame. He is yes, regular season he hasn't been the best quarterback. In the playoffs he's been amazing. But yeah, but people will always say like, what's more important, winning in the playoffs or winning in the regular season? But he should have a above five, a real like really do his thing in the regular season. I know a couple of seasons he probably led the NFL in interceptions and yeah. Yeah, I can't believe the Colts is looking like this though, y'all. Like that's the shocker. I don't listen. You don't even gotta be a Colts fan. You can just be with that. Like you gotta admit the Colts look pretty good, man. Like the Colts for me is one of those teams that you just like, wow, they're really looking impressive right now. Like the Colts are looking very impressive. Like I'm pleasantly surprised that they're doing this good right now. Like I honestly like what I'm seeing from the Colts. We got a Niner gang. What's good, Niners? Niner fans in the building. Hope Jordan Addy don't get into. Oh. Hey, bro. Talking about Jordan Addison, I'm not gonna get too deep into the conversation about Jordan. It just doesn't make sense that you just can't get it together, man. Like he ain't do nothing crazy. To my knowledge, more stuff is still gonna come out. But at the same time, it's like, dude, you just got. Look, listen. You just coming off a 3-game suspension, bro. You gotta be at practice on time. You gotta do the little things, bro, that act like you care about the team. Act like you care about your teammates. Act like you care about the game that you play, that you're getting paid well. If you don't want to be on the Vikings, just say it, bro. If you want to be traded and you want to go to another team, just say it. But don't act as if this team needs you, bro. You're one of the best wide receivers in the game, second string wide receivers in the game. You could be a first string wide receiver on a lot of different teams because you're that talented. But at the end of the day, bro, it's a little bit selfish to keep on doing the wrong thing, bro. Let's just keep it, and people got to be held accountable. But I understand how good of a wide receiver he is. But my goodness, bro, when are you going to ever learn to get your act together? You know what I mean? Yeah, I know. Flacco traded to the Bengals is big news right now. So hopefully the Bengals can get it together, man, because I want the Bengals to stay afloat, to go against to be a team that maybe represent the AFC. Who knows? I don't know. I had the Raiders as a dark horse team. I didn't have the Colts. Colts look real good. Who's the best in the AFC right now? Like when you really think about it, who's the best besides the Colts? Who's another team that's really good in the AFC? Like, just my opinion. I mean, you can obviously say the Buffalo Bills, right? Besides the easy answers, Buffalo Bills, the Colts, who else? Maybe the Broncos. Broncos just beat the defending champions. The Texans are 2-3, so I don't know about them. Yeah, so I would say for me, I'm gonna go Colts number 1 in the AFC. Number 2, I got the Bills. Number 3 is a debate between the Patriots, the Chargers, and that's it. That's how I'm looking at it right now. Like I got the Colts number 1. Honestly, I got the Colts number 1 in the whole NFL right now, bro. Until week 8, we'll see if it changes. But I'm just really happy for the Colts. I'm actually happy for the Colts fans, bro. Like I thought the Colts were going to be the worst team, bro, and they're really good. So I got a lot of respect for what they doing. And like I said, I admit when I'm wrong. When I'm wrong about something, your boy's going to admit when I'm wrong, bro. I'm 100% wrong with that. I said the Colts are going to be terrible. I said they're going to probably be the worst record in the game. Listen, bro, they looking really good. I said I laughed at the thought of Danny Dimes. Oh, you going to go Daniel Jones? He ain't going to do nothing for y'all. This man proved me wrong. I got to apologize, bro. I apologize. Hey, I apologize to the Colts fans, bro. I said they was going to be bad this year. For real. I keep it real. I'm keeping it real over here. Oh, yeah. Hey, don't say the F word, bro. Just keep it PG though, bro. Can you just keep it PG, brother, man? Fargo, what's up? Thank you for subbing, bro. Appreciate it. If you don't see consistency in your team, you can't feel good about any game. Yeah. Go Pack, go. We got a Packers fan in the building. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you double tap that screen, double tap that screen, double tap that screen. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's all love over here. It's all fun over here. Good vibes over here. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel over here, whether you're a Viking fan or not. And I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But make sure you super Hulk smash that like button and super Thor hammer smash that like button. Yeah, appreciate y'all. The Jaguars look good. Yeah, the Jaguars look good too, man. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the Jaguars. Hey, Travis Hunter made a nice little catch yesterday, too. I seen that catch. That catch was pretty darn good. That was a good catch. Yeah, them Chiefs, man. Them Chiefs is them Chiefs. Matter of fact, let me go to week 6 because I'm not the Vikings don't play. So I have to choose a game to watch. What game should I do play-by-play style? I have a YouTube party live stream on Sunday. Should I do it for not the Broncos and Jets? I got Broncos winning that. I got Colts beating the Cardinals. I got the Chargers beating the Dolphins. That's not a good game. I need a good game. Patriots versus Saints. I got the Patriots beating the Saints being 4-2. Browns and Steelers is going to be a good game, but I'm not doing that game. Cowboys versus Panthers. I don't know. That's not a really. So the best game, honestly, is this game right here. I'm about to name. It's the Seahawks versus the Jaguars. So I'm gonna do the play-by-play on Sunday because the Vikings have a bye week. I'm gonna do the Seahawks and Jaguars this Sunday. Stream the Chiefs and Lions. What time's their game? 8:20. I don't know because I might have some things to do with the family by then. But I'll think about that. That's another good game. I got the Lions beating them, bro. I'm hoping I'm wrong because I'm a Viking fan, but I know the Lions have a very good team. The Lions, when they established the run, they're debatably the best team in the NFL. And this is coming from a Viking fan perspective. I think the Montgomery-Gibbs combination is second to none. And when it comes to the running tandem, the running game in the NFL, Jared Goff is debatably the best quarterback playing off that play-action pass. I got a lot of respect for Jared Goff when it comes to playing off that play-action pass. St. Brown is a special wide receiver. But at the same time, bro, I hope they lose. I ain't gonna say cat. Lose, bro. I hope the Lions lose against the Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs are struggling though. That is gonna be a good game. Gibbs is the best. He said Gibbs is the best shifty power back in the league. Yes. Yeah, I think he's definitely up there. Gibbs, you know what was so funny? When they drafted Gibbs in the first round, and I included myself, a lot of Viking fans were laughing at the fact that they drafted a running back in the first round. And I was like, yo, he might be good. You know, we drafted Adrian Peterson in the first round. You know what I'm saying? And Gibbs turned out to be a very good pick for them. Like he's really good. He's really good. If it wasn't for Saquon Barkley and Henry last year, what they was doing, Gibbs would probably be the third best runner. He probably was the third best running back last year. Saquon had an MVP caliber season. Henry had a very good season as well. And then you got Gibbs. But the thing about the Lions is not just Gibbs, though. Like, Montgomery is not getting enough credit. Like, Montgomery is one of those guys that, like, he can really get the job done. Like, Montgomery could be the number one running back for a lot of teams, bro. Like, Montgomery is really good. If he's healthy, he's very, very good. So that's the one thing people don't understand. Like, they talk about Gibbs. Like, there's nothing wrong with talking about Gibbs. But Montgomery, that man nice as well, bro. He's not Jetta's. The Niners slight is real. The Seahawks and Jaguars over Niners and Bucks. Hold up. That's another good game. I looked past it. Bucks and Niners will be a good game to do too. So I might have to do a poll in the comments, y'all. Either the Lions, Chiefs, 49ers, and Buccaneers, or the Seahawks and Jaguars at 1 o'clock. So those are 3 good games that I see right now that I could probably do on Sunday, that I could do a play-by-play live stream party. I will do one of those games. I just got to see which one, because I can do any of those games. You know what I mean? That is a hard choice. I might have to ask y'all for y'all opinion. I would like to do an earlier game instead of a later game so I could go with the rest of my day. But I can't lie. That game between the Lions and Chiefs will be a good game because it's almost like a must-win for the Chiefs. And then the Lions, if they can establish by beating the best team in the AFC last year and improve their record to 5-1, they definitely have a hold on the NFC North division. And they can establish like, oh, well, yeah, we're the best team in our division right now. Like, hands down. Hey, listen, I can't even hate. But I say this respectfully speaking. We're going to beat the brakes off the Lions when we play them. Hey, listen, Skull to the bowl, baby. Let's go, baby. Skull all the way to the bowl. Everybody that's in the building right now, I need you to double tap that screen. Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports is designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I truly mean that. And also, let me say that one more time. You're welcome. You're welcome. Everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Yes, I am a big-time Minnesota Viking fan. I'm just a regular person covering the Minnesota Vikings and just talking my talk, man. That's just one thing about your boy. I'm just myself. It wouldn't be me if I didn't talk that talk about this team. Ups and downs, roller coaster ride throughout the regular season. And yeah, I don't mind answering your question if you're not a Vikings fan. Everybody's welcome regardless. I always say, like I said, everybody's welcome. But respectfully speaking, the Vikings will beat the brakes off your team. And that's just how I feel. You know what I mean? But salute to each and every one of y'all that's in the building, man. I really appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for all y'all support. If you know anybody that's a Viking fan or a person that just likes football, that just likes good vibes, like I said, we go live for every single game with the scoreboard and everything. Share. If you know anybody that's a football fan, really will help the channel a lot. And thank you so much, man. Like, I really appreciate everybody that's been supporting me on this YouTube journey. And I want to say this to everybody, man. I just want to say this, man, real quick. You know, a lot of people throughout life give up on something that they're passionate about, right? But I challenge everybody that's on this live stream right now, whatever you're passionate about, I don't care what it is. It can be you trying to be a singer, a rapper, some type of entertainer, an actor, a judge, a doctor, a nurse, whatever you trying to be, man. Whatever you're passionate about, whatever it is, go for it, man. Don't give up on your goal. Keep striving for greatness. And if you have people, even family members, trying to doubt you and say you're not going to be able to be successful, they're only saying that because they don't want you to be successful. They're only saying that because they know you got the potential to be successful. A lot of people doubt people because they scared of that person's energy and they feel like, oh, they're going to do too much, and to them it's doing too much because they don't want you to be. I know it sounds crazy, but there's people, like, there's frenemies. There's people that don't want you like, you think they might be a friend, but secretly they want you to fail. And you have to figure that out for yourself. But all I'm saying is this. My point is this. Never give up on your goal regardless of what obstacles, ups and downs you go through. You might have to take a couple steps backwards to move a couple steps forward, or 3 steps forward, but it's all part of the grind. It's all part of life, and it makes you a better person. All that stuff makes you a better person. Like, so many things you're going to fail at, but you don't really fail at. So many things you're going to take a couple steps back, but you only fail at things when you quit. You know what I mean? You only fail at things when you quit. So I just want to put that out there real quick. Oh, you talking about the Eagles? Hey, when we play the Eagles, we're going to beat the brakes off the Eagles, respectfully speaking. Appreciate you being on part of the live stream. Do you miss Sam Darnold? I like Sam Darnold, but we moved on from Sammy D. I do love and I'm cheering for him, but not against the Minnesota Vikings. I think Sam Darnold is playing pretty good with the Seahawks. Josh Jacobs too. Yeah, Josh Jacobs. You talking about Josh Jacobs, the running back, right? Indianapolis Eagles fan. Indianapolis Eagles fan here. Wow. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Vinny, what's good with you? Bijan was really good last season too. Yeah, Bijan. I like Bijan. Who's the best back in the league right now? All right, so off the top of my head, bro, for me, this is just my opinion. Outside, I don't know the statistics. I don't know. So forgive me if I don't know who the Russian, who's winning the Russian, for rushing yards, who has the most rushing yards this season. For me, I think Gibbs is the best running back in the game. Coming from a Viking fan, I just think he's the best running back in the game. Saquon's taking a couple of steps back. Henry, yes, Henry's putting up some numbers, but he's starting to fumble a lot. I don't know what's going on with Henry fumbling. I would love to see what my boy Omarion Hampton does as a rookie and Ashton Genty, but obviously the Raiders ain't establishing the run as good because they keep on taking L's. And I had the Raiders doing something this year, but I might have been wrong about that. But Omarion Hampton, I'm cheering for him. What's the other running back that everybody's talking about from the Kibo, whatever his name is? He's playing pretty good as well. But I'm a running back person, so y'all see my Adrian Peterson jersey in the back. Like, y'all know how I feel about running backs. Like, running backs for me is the most disrespected position in the NFL. They was trying to say, oh, just wait until the 6th round to draft a running back, bro. Yes, you can get lucky once in a while drafting a running back in the later rounds. Yeah, you can get lucky. I'm not saying that can't happen. But 9 times out of 10, if you can get that running back in the early rounds, they might turn out to be Adrian Peterson. They might turn out to be what's some of the greatest running backs? Barry Sanders, like all these great running backs that were drafted in the 1st round. Emmitt Smith, like all these great running backs, bro. So all I'm saying is this, like, running backs deserve a lot more respect in the NFL because they do so much. Not only they run the ball, the running back, some of them can block and some of them can catch. And the ones that can block and catch and run, that's just a whole nother level, bro. That's a whole nother aspect of, like, that's why I be feeling like running backs, their responsibilities, they have a lot of responsibility, bro. A lot of responsibility, especially the running backs that can do all that, especially ones that can catch. Because if you put a running back on the outside, right, and they go against a linebacker, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be faster, they're more athletic, and they can get open. It's a matchup nightmare. So if you can find a running back that can catch, and then if you can find a running back that can block, because if, say, your offensive line is banged up, or you're going against a pass rusher like Myles Garrett, and he's just destroying your offensive line, hey, listen, you might have to have your running back stay in a little bit more. You know what I mean? It's not just always the offensive line in the tight ends. You can have your running back block a little bit too. So I'm not saying it's going to be like he's going to be the hold a player like Myles Garrett, but just to buy yourself on another second, that might be all you need to throw it down the field. You know what I'm saying? Michigan isn't even ranked. Oh, Michigan. I'm a Penn State guy, though. I'm Penn State for college. I'm trying to catch up in the comments. Y'all shout out to everybody in the building. Oh, Skull Killer, what's good, bro? Appreciate you. Everybody's in the building. Make sure you hit the like button. Can I get 50 likes on this live stream? Can I get 2 more likes? Hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, you're welcome to the YouTube channel. And I will always say this, man. I say this all the time because I really mean it. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. Let me say that one more time. For the people in the back, for the people on the left, people on the right, people in front of me, even though there ain't nobody but in front of me or the left or right, but you get what I'm saying. Sports are designed to bring us together, man. I truly feel like that, man. I always say that because I mean it. Because I don't watch the news like that, right? But I know for a fact there's a lot of stuff going on around the world, not even just the United States. I'm talking about around the world. So I always think sports are the one thing that brings people together, from soccer, football, basketball, baseball, hockey, whatever sport you can name. But specifically for this video, I'm talking about football, right? Football, my Vikings played in Ireland, and then now they played in London against the Browns. So it brings people together. Everybody can relate to sports. And that's why I say it's the ultimate thing to bring people together, whether you're from Pluto, Mars, Jupiter, the moon, wherever you're from, bro. That's why I think sports is a necessary distraction for people, because that is what unites people. I'm just being honest. That's just my opinion. And like I went to my first Minnesota Viking game week 2. I went to the Falcons game. We lost that game. I'm kind of mad. I'm kind of a little disappointed about that. But we lost that game at home. And I was in the crowd. I was, you know what I mean, with a lot of people that are actually they're subscribed to this channel. I met a lot of people. I met a lot of YouTube family. I met a lot of my people, man. A lot of good people. I met Culpepper, Dante Culpepper, got his autograph. I took a picture, and if you go to my community post, you'll see me next to Dante Culpepper taking a picture with him. If you go to my community post, but yeah, like it was amazing. It was one of the best experiences. I went to the game, and the one thing I want to say this, man, I'm walking through the city of Minneapolis, right? You walking down the street, you're seeing like Viking fans everywhere, just random people. You're not even paying attention. They just go Skol, Skol. Everywhere you go, Skol. You go to the store. You go into a store. You got your jersey on. Skol, Skol. It's amazing, man. That's why I be saying, like, even on the plane ride to Minnesota, because I'm from Pennsylvania, man. Now I'm from PA. I'm a Viking fan from Pennsylvania. You see the Sixer stuff right there. You see the Philly stuff right there. I'm Philly everything besides football. I'm a Viking fan because of Randy Moss. You know what I'm saying? So but getting back to what I was saying, like I'm even on the plane ride, bro. People saying Skol. Even the pilot was like, I would say Skol, but we about to go against your team. He's a Bengals fan. Even the pilot, that was the pilot of the plane, was talking heavy. That's what I'm saying. Sports bring us all together. It unites us, bro. That's why I be trying to tell people, like there is some fans that are knuckleheads, that are over the top, but there's a lot of good people out here, man. Yeah. For some reason, the news likes to put out all the bad stuff, but there's a lot of good stuff. If you really watch news, right? Because I don't really watch it. They always talk about the negative stuff about people. They don't never put out the good stuff that's happening around the world. And like I said, the sports, whatever sport you mess with the most, like football, whatever, I'm telling you, it brings us together, bro. It really does. Even if you're not a fan of a team, it brings us together. You just have a natural conversation, bro. You could be, listen. Say, like, for instance, right? I'm an introvert. I don't talk to a lot of people. I don't have that many friends. I'm an introvert. Matter of fact, yeah, I'm an introvert, bro. It might not seem like it, but I don't feel comfortable being around a lot of people. I don't I really don't. I don't feel comfortable. I feel better being around just myself and my family. Jesus Christ, my Lord and Savior, and my wife and my kids. That's it. I like to stay to myself. I'm a loner, right? I'm a loner for the most part, right? So I'm an introvert. But what gets me out my comfort zone is to talk about sports. And what gets me out my comfort zone is like if I say I'll go somewhere, right? And you talk to somebody, just random person, 9 times out of 10, they're going to like football, bro. And it's an easy conversation. Who's your team? Oh, you an Eagles fan? Oh, I'm a Viking fan. Huh? You a Viking fan? How you a Viking fan? Randy Moss. They be like, oh, that's what's up, man. I like Randy Moss. Then a lot of Eagle fans used to be Viking fans back in the day. I'm just saying, it's an easy conversation to start. That's why I be trying to tell people sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. And I'm not trying to get too deep in this conversation, what I'm saying, because I'm about to get off this live stream soon. But all I'm saying is this. Don't give up on yourself and strive for greatness. And sports is a good thing, man. Sports is a good thing. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Appreciate it. How many rings AP get? No, he didn't get none. Adrian Peterson didn't get any. But it doesn't take away from his greatness. He's an all-time great running back. Didn't use all teams. Yeah, if you get caught, right? She's in the back in the Chris Johnson. Oh my gosh, Chris Johnson. Yo, Chris Johnson was with the Titans, right? Yo, special running back. He wasn't the biggest running back. He probably wasn't the strongest running back, but his elusiveness, his speed, he was a special running back, man. Thank you for that comment. I'm gonna look up his numbers by Clinton Portis with the Commanders. Yes, bro. That's another good running back. Thank you, Bo Nose. I'm gonna have to look up their numbers, bro. Adrian Peterson, you know the vibes with that. Adrian Peterson over both. Yeah, I'll pick him over both of them, but there's all great running backs right there. Yeah, Westbrook dual threat. Yes, Westbrook was a dual threat running back. Yes, with the Eagles. Yup. Yeah, JJ is no. We won't want to say that. AP to anybody he was at. Yeah, AP was really good. Rookie year, go Michigan. I like your helmet. Oh, thank you, bro. Appreciate it. Browns got good Jokins. Yeah, yep. So David Montgomery had a better run blocking grade against NC. Yeah, Montgomery is a freak. Yo, Montgomery is a very good running back. Very good running back, bro. People don't understand how good that man is, but it is what it is. Everybody in the building, double tap that screen, double tap that screen, double tap the screen, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. It's definitely going down over here. And like I said, this is one YouTube family, y'all. One YouTube family. Just keep it PG in the comments. I don't mind answering your questions if you're not a Viking fan. Like I said, everybody's welcome to this YouTube channel. Like I said, it's one family. But I would say this respectfully as a big time Minnesota Viking fan. And I say this respectfully, so don't get in your feelings. And listen, we're going to beat the brakes off your team. And I say that respectfully. So when it comes to the Eagles, after the bye week, we beating the brakes off for y'all. Skull to the bowl, baby. Just tough love. Yeah, right. Nobody loves Michigan. I'm skipping some comments. Shout out to my boy Jermaine. Jamal Lewis, Jamal. Yeah. Broncos traded him. Bailey. Oh man, Shane Bailey. Yeah, y'all naming some dogs. No rings, not top 5. Like I said, no. That doesn't mean anything, bro. I would say rings do mean stuff. I'm not gonna say it doesn't mean anything, but you can't say it takes away from their greatness, bro. Football is the ultimate team sport. So say you about to win the game, you drop all the way down the field. You do your job as a running back, and you run all over the opposing defense, right? And you need a field goal to win the game. You're down by 1 point or 2 points. You need a field goal to get a game-winning field goal, and he kicks it far left or he kicks it far right. Is that on the running back? It's on the team. Special teams has to do their job. Offense has to do their job. Defense has to do their job. The coaching staff has to do their job. So you can't really knock one player. I mean, you could. Even when it comes to quarterbacks, I know quarterbacks get the shine when they win and they get the blame when they lose. Even with the quarterback, bro, it's not all on the quarterback some of the times, bro. Unless they throw the interception or whatever. But the defense has to do a good job. The offensive line got to do what they got to do. The wide receivers got to catch the ball. Tight ends, running backs got to do their job. Special teams, defense, everything, bro. It's a team sport, bro. Niners. We got Niners fans all over the place. That's crazy. My team is already lost. Football. But all right, but yeah, shout out to everybody's been. I'm getting off this live stream. This was very fun. If you haven't already, please double tap that screen, hit the like button on your way out, hit the subscribe button on your way out. Like I said, sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. I truly feel like that. We go live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, this is one YouTube family. You don't have to be a Viking fan to be part of this YouTube family. Just keep it PG in the comments. Keep it respectful in the comments. And that's all I ask. But you could talk heavy, talk debate. It is what it is. Just keep it respectful in the comments. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate each and every one of y'all that's in the building right now. God bless to each and every one of y'all. And I am out. Peace.